Kratos, I see something. We can take this way back to the camp. I can help with the vines. Now embed your blades into the glowing vines and light them.
Your brother seemed open to your return.
Oh, I'm sure he'd love nothing more than for everything to go back to how it was, leaving the responsibilities of leadership to me.
Так, у нас осталось легенда и ворон, да?
Enemies on the left! Shield strike!
Send Odin my regards.
You use your anger effectively.
Well, you learn to use what you have. It's not as though I want to be angry with Freyr. He's my brother. He was the most important person in the world to me for half my life. These plants are the same as those we saw earlier. Frost should make quick work of that prison. I suppose that works too.
А почему?
Can't do this without you, Kratos.
Я сейчас не понял. Я же встал там, где, заморожено. Почему?
It's not as though I want to be angry with Freyr. He's my brother. He was the most important person in the world to me for half my life. These plants are the same as those we saw earlier. Frost should make quick work of their poison. Now the sigil should hold the frost, even in the axe's absence. Well done.
Kratos!
It's not as though I want to be angry with Freyr. He's my brother. He was the most important person in the world to me for half my life. These plants are the same as those we saw earlier. Frost should make quick work of their poison. Now the sigil should hold the frost, even well done. Watch out, those are wisps. Powerful manifestations of runic magic. think of this place as home again. After all that's happened. We don't have the equipment for this. Skull and Hati are in Vanaheim?
We learned the giants rescued them from Odin and brought them here.
And look. The sunlight wakes the sleeping roots. See how they stretch to welcome the sun? Beautiful, no? A far cry from the sheets of Midgard snow I've grown accustomed to. The Eastern migration. It's just as I remember it. At least the whole realm hasn't fallen to predators and occupiers. I guess there's still something to be fought for here. Something to defend even after so much damage has been done. Maybe that goes for Freyr, too.
Гармония. Там, где царит мир, есть только одно преступление — нарушение этого мира. Оглянись вокруг. Земля и ее обитатели живут в гармоничном равновесии, таком же постоянном, как движение Солнца и Луны. Но это равновесие хрупкое, его легко потерять. Жестокость, тщеславие, эгоизм — вот силы, способные нарушить гармонию Ванахейма. Это сила асов. Мы мирный народ, но мир невозможен без силы, способной его защитить.
You won't be able to damage it without destroying the mother. It's a large bulbous thing. You can't miss it.
What is this?
I don't know. But giants definitely crafted it. There's 2 wolves represented here. Perhaps a connection to our friends in the sky. A mystery for another time.
My sigils can break through their shield. Watch your right! Enemy behind you, Kratos! Above you! Incoming Vibron! Enemies to your left! Enemy behind you! Behind! Incoming! Perfect!
Last one!
Bifrost at your back!
Сейчас, секунду. Вот обычай Спарта.
So much has happened since I last saw Freyr. I'm not even sure where to begin.
What do you want from him?
An apology would be a start. I want to forgive him. I'd like to think he's changed. He's all I have left now. Did you ever apologize to Deimos?
It is difficult to seek forgiveness when you feel unworthy.
Now, how to get across? My sigil arrow should be able to carry the fire across the river to reach the bramble.
Forgiveness can be powerful, even for the unworthy. My wife Faye taught me that.
Well, be glad you have a spouse to remember fondly.
Vikarmer vetrias kalmasun. Riki feta e rofit.
Good riddance! Use a shield strike! The wisp replicates!
All my former spouse taught me was that there's no limit to the depth to which a soul can sink into darkness. Tricked me into marriage to spare my home and took my home just the same. Scattered my people to the wind. Maybe it's time somebody drew the line. Maybe it's time someone makes Groa's prophecy come true.
I will not wish for war, Freya.
War is a terrible thing, Kratos. But some things are even worse. You know, if Atreus rushes to Ragnarok, you may not be able to stop him.
I will.
And if you fail?
I have prepared him to survive without me, if he must.
Ворона. Я где-то... я потому что уже почти вернулся. Что здесь все ворона и сделал.
Watch for the plants. They like me, but strangers not so much.
I see that.
We don't have the equipment for this. So what's next for you, if not preparing for war?
I do not know, but I will take no chances with Atreus.
Well, you may want to think fast, unless you want someone to make that choice for you.
Ready?
As I ever will be.
No. It really is you. You returned to us at last.
Yes.
Let's celebrate. You reclaim the throne. We'll rebuild. Me and you against the world. Huh? Just like the old days.
I'm not staying.
I don't understand. You're here. Maybe together we can take back what's ours.
I only just got back what's mine. I still have work to do.
You've seen what's left of the realm, right? Do we really mean that little to you?
You question my loyalty? Vanaheim turned its back on me.
Oh, you still can't let go of that old fight.
It was my duty to save as many of our people as possible. My responsibility. One you didn't take seriously then, and from the looks of it, one you don't now.
You think this is a game to me?
Yeah.
We lost everything to that maniac you called husband. The man's family set me on fire. How did you expect me to react?
Like my brother! Like the boy that used to have my back no matter what! And who I always supported no matter how selfish his choices. I expected you to come and find me. That no matter how hurt or angry, you wouldn't abandon me when I needed you the most.
Freya, please. I thought you were dead. I've had to live lifetimes with those last awful words I said to you. Have any idea what that's like? Knowing that your own selfishness hurt the person that you cared about the most. Abandon you. Oh, Freya. I mourned you. Oh, I've missed you so much.
And are you, Ingvi? But I won't bind myself to another realm when I finally have my freedom. I'll send help, though. And I will come back. I promise.
This hasn't been your home for a long time, has it? Do what you gotta do.
All right, that's enough. Ain't y'all got nothing better to do than gawking at family sorting squabbles? Come on, you two. Not you. Got a few things to square with y'all. First is you collecting your spare head. Second is that sigil magic I smell on your bow. Reckon that's an idea I'll steal. How's about I set you up with some sonic mojo? Call it a trade.
Very well.
Third of all, if you ain't staying here, bears mentioning that Sindri and I find ourselves running a flop house for unemployed guys. If you're done freezing your backside off in Midgard, maybe come back with Beardo there. Check up on your old pal Tyr.
That's kind of you, Brock. I may do just that.
Well, all right then. I'll meet y'all back at the house. Unless you want me to fix anything up first.
Don't run off without me now, brother. I've done what I can here. Well, brother, care to meet our new allies? Or shall we depart?
Don't hurry on my account.
suppose that big fella you're traveling with might want to help me with a thing?
Mayhaps. Now and again, he's in the mood to make useful.
What is it?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time tinkering up and down the river delta. Once Odin's army came to town, I lit out of there faster than a tassel worm with its bottom ablaze. So frazzled, I accidentally left behind a few irreplaceables.
What? Irreplaceables?
Well, just one, really. An orb. I'd be mighty grateful if you would find it.
What is it?
And if you come across any of my old, beautifully rusted armor pieces, I'll use the scrap to whip up something specially suited just for you.
What is the orb?
Just bring it back here and you'll make me happy as a sunbeam. And don't forget to keep an eye out for my old armor. I'll fix it up for you, free of charge.
What sort of orb do you imagine we're looking for, brother?
I do. No.
Tell me about the camp dog.
Lord Freyr found her half dead in the jungle. She probably escaped the Blothunder breeding farm north of here. We all told him she was beyond saving. But he never gave up. She healed and hasn't left us since. She's pure of heart. Believes in your goodness, even if you don't.
What you need now? Keep her sharp and she'll keep you alive. You still owe me the story of who made these things. No refunds. Yeah, I'll take it. Let's make something then. And Lady Freya? You know what you want? Need something special? That'll keep your bits in all the right places.
A good fit.
Now don't go get yourself killed, hear me? What'll it be? Ready when you are.
Should we ask him?
Don't be rude.
What's rude about asking for help?
Bigvir, my love, focus on your work. You need to weave those tighter.
Your alliance is unusual.
I think what Kratos is trying to say is, he's never seen a light elf and dark elf work together. It's a welcome sight.
Hopefully one day, a common one. Mimir tells me you're something of an adventurer. Should you ever find your way to the Forbidden Sands in Alfheim...
Contested territory. Past the Barrens.
There are rumors of a sanctum, and artifacts our elders don't want us to see. Anything that sheds light on our suppressed history would benefit all of Alfheim.
Uncovering secret history? Sounds like my kind of adventure.
Knowledge of the elves' common ancestry is what brought us together. Stories of Alfheim before the division of light and dark. It's very taboo.
Didn't stop you from spreading word of it. We...
Бейла и Бюгвер. Темная эльфийка Бейла и светлый эльф Бюгвер являются союзниками Фрейра и более чем союзниками друг для друга. После всей той вражды и разобщенности, которую мы наблюдали в Альфхейме, видеть их вместе по меньшей мере удивительно, и это дает надежду на примирение эльфов. Может быть, если мы поможем, осмотрев тайное святилище в Альфхеймской пустыне, это хоть немного искупит нашу вину перед эльфийским народом.
Which is how you ended up in prison.
Where she and I met. As enemies, naturally, but escaped as friends. More than friends.
You can stop talking.
Okay. Good luck out there.
If I may ask, do you miss all?
You mean, do I miss the light? Doesn't play music or tell jokes or open your eyes to new things. It makes you run in place. The more I am away from it, the more I crave it.
Looking for something? We can head out the way we came. I remember where to look for a gateway. Follow me.
Well, you two seem to be getting on since completing your mission. Dare I hope this alliance has some staying power after all?
It seems to me we share a common enemy. Kratos, you may not accept that Ragnarok is inevitable, but you're smart enough to know Odin is a threat. Whatever comes next, our best chance of surviving it is to work together. Do you agree?
I do.
And as to Brock's offer, you can imagine staying under the same roof as a couple former enemies? No further temptations towards terrible vengeance?
Not against you. Either of you. You have my word. This lock is different from others you might know. You'll need an enchantment on your chisel to use it. Bruna. Go ahead. Carve the letter.
Suna.
It's an incantation. I'll speak it. Suna.
Lovely! Working together is already opening doors.
Is he always making puns like that? We're blocked by more vines. Remember what to do? There's a fallen log in the river. It has something on it I don't recognize. We're clear. So it's true. Tyr's really alive?
Aye. Not exactly shipshape. He sleeps in a broom closet now. But he's adjusting.
How did you find him?
Largely that's down to Atreus having figured out how to access the prophecies giants reserved for their own kind. We only learned of it ourselves after Thor and Odin came calling.
To your home? Is it still standing?
Barely. But all the violence was seemingly just a distraction to let Odin have a private word with Atreus.
Odin was alone with your son? Did he tell you what they spoke of?
Yes. He said that Odin invited him to Asgard to help him find his answers.
The answers he's rushing into fate in search of. That's troubling. Well, if you're ready to talk to him, the Mystic Gateway is ahead. If not, I have some unfinished business up this river I could use your help with.
Or we can follow up on that elven sanctum out in Alfheim's desert.
If you want to continue exploring, we'll need to remove that log in the river. Good. We can explore the river now. And hopefully right some old wrongs.
What is this?
The crest of Skirnir. Never quite as smart as he thought.
Эмблема Скирнира. Родившись в одной из старейших семей Ванахейма, Скирнир не причислял себя к ванам. Он не причислял себя, в общем-то, никому. Скирнир был верен только Скирниру. Он был из той особо скверной породы интеллектуалов, которые вечно пытаются возвыситься над другими, отказываясь связывать себя с какими-то определенными идеями. Если в споре было две стороны, Скир непременно занимал третью и провозглашал себя выше всех. Не желая пастись ни на чьем лугу, он постоянно балансировал на заборе. Когда на монахи обрушился гнев Одина, Скирнер в полной мере ощутил последствия своего нейтралитета. Его не считала своим ни одна из сторон. Для инхериев это значило, что ему можно безнаказанно отрубить голову при любой возможности. А поскольку ваны отказались принимать Скирнера, такая возможность наступила довольно скоро.
What is your unfinished business?
I left something behind, near the falls.
Your wedding site? Now why do you want to be going back there?
To be free of the bonds of my marriage. And to Asgard.
I think you severed that a long time ago.
Not completely. Not enough.
Guide us.
Freya, there's something I've always wanted to ask. What was it Hrimthur whispered to you?
Who?
Hrimthur, the son of Thormur, the stonemason, who disguised himself and built Asgard's wall.
Oh, yes. One of the many occasions Odin saw fit to involve me in a wager without my consent. I wish I could say that was the worst of his husbandly habits.
What wager?
I've told this story, brother.
And now she may tell her own.
There isn't that much to tell. I knew nothing of it at first, surely because Odin didn't expect to lose the bet. A mysterious mason had to build the entire wall in 3 turns of the season.
2! It was 2!
And if he was late, he'd be owed nothing. But if he succeeded, he was promised an audience with the queen. Or so I learned one day when Odin burst into our bedchambers, raging and half-drunk before noon, telling me to get dressed and go see what the mason wants. So, off I went, not knowing what had truly been promised or expected, dagger stashed in my robe for emergency. And this mason, this giant in disguise...
His name was Hrimthur!
He just smiled to see me, and as you said, he whispered in my ear. He said the Aesir had killed his father, and he needed to know that one day they'd burn for it. I pointed out I was Aesir now too, technically. He gave me a look, as if he somehow knew better, and continued. He said he'd built in a structural flaw behind the Asgard Realm Tower.
I knew it! How do we make use of it?
We don't. He said Surtur would know what to do. And if Surtur's approaching Asgard's wall...
Then it is already Ragnarok.
Aye, blast it. I hoped it might have given us another way.
his actions in Midgard, Atreus does still care for you.
I know. I raised a son, too. It may be hard to believe, but he was quite similar to Atreus at this age. He adored his father, always wanted to do right by him, and was constantly frustrated that no matter what he did, he never could seem to get his approval. He confided in me a lot, sought the comfort his father withheld. I wonder if your son could benefit from that too.
He has befriended the other dwarf. The blue one's brother.
Oh. Well, if Sindri has that covered, I suppose there's no need for me in his life anymore, is there?
That is not what I meant.
That was sarcasm. My people settled this river many ages ago. Thousands traveled it on pilgrimage to the shrine of worship. But then the Aesir came. This is all that's left.
Something your brother said. The Aesir burned him.
Yes. We weren't yet at war, but relations with the Vanir and Aesir had been hostile for ages. Freyr got it into his head that he could improve relations by sharing our magic with them. Vanir techniques for bountiful harvests, enough to feed their whole population. Getting set on fire was the thanks he got.
That's true. The Aesir were too undisciplined and impatient for the subtlety of Vanir spellcraft. So when things went wrong, they blamed their teacher.
So Freyr was a guest when Odin burned him?
Not exactly. Odin didn't mind locking Freyr up. He saw the potential of the magic and wanted to know more than how to improve crop yields. It was a mob of lesser Aesir, bitter and short-sighted, who tied him up and lit him aflame as punishment for the sabotage they imagined him guilty of. Obviously, he survived. In fact, he used the opportunity to escape. But such an affront made war inevitable.
Freyr certainly wasn't the same after that. At least for a while. His carefree ways were replaced with nightmares, paranoia, and lashing out. It doesn't excuse what he said at my wedding, but I do understand where his anger came from.
Well, lady, I was curious about some of the flora we've encountered on our travels.
And you will remain curious. It's not my job to teach you everything, Mimir.
Look, I was just asking.
And you have been told.
Oh, you can say that again.
После того, как снаряд будет сформирован, ты можешь прервать атаку собственным выстрелом или броском.
Don't let it heal!
Patience is piety.
What is wrong?
Please, leave me to my prayers. I await Freya, the great healer.
I am here.
She will cure me. I have been a loyal follower. She would not abandon...
I am Freya. What do you need?
Only she can cure my sickness. With mangold, mire, and pone.
We must help her.
She demands a cure. She is dead.
She is trapped here, ignorant of her own death. If we bring her what she needs, she'll move on.
You're certain?
I'm not going to do nothing. She needs mangold, mire, and palm. We should find some. Well done. What did you find?
As you asked.
A Noken song! Weary.
Nothing good can come of this noise. From behind! Incoming! Left side! Incoming!
Behind you! Look out!
It's unstable! Get back!
Did you recognize her? The sickly spirit?
No. There was a time I could recall the face of every one of my friends. Sometimes I wonder if gods live too long.
Once felt the same.
Another drawbridge. We'll need to lower it. Good. I need only one more ingredient for the cure.
And then what?
Then I fix things.
Anything interesting, brother?
Земля смерти. Предупреждение каждому, кто ступит на этот клочок земли. Мертвые здесь не умирают. Днем и ночью, в дождь и в жару они служат воле своего повелителя. Если дорога жизнь или посмертный покой, немедленно уходи, чтобы избежать колдовского плена. Земля у тебя под ногами пропитана некромантией. А как?
Something hanging from that tree above us. Sigil arrows won't work on this. Could be useful. There must be a way to transfer the fire from one side to the other. Maybe we could use sigil arrows on the chandelier. Transfer the fire that way. worked. Well, that did it.
That's another raven sent to the Tree of the Dead. Perhaps we should
That's
check up on
everything
it.
I need. Let's return to the Sixth Spirit.
You would cure the dead.
I promised I would take care of my people.
You do not even remember her. Nor she you.
And?
Thus returned. Spirit.
Nasty hit! You alright, brother?
Incoming! Back here!
You know, I would have beaten you.
What?
Earlier. If Atreus hadn't been there.
Have you finally
Perhaps.
come to heal me?
We could go again. Find out for certain.
I would rather not.
I'll bet you wouldn't.
We have collected the plans.
Could this be? I feel my vitality returning to me. I feel Freya.
I am here.
I knew you would return. Even as the doubters cursed your name.
Thank you. But it's time to rest. You have earned it.
Thank you, my queen. I am tired indeed.
Shall we continue?
Yes. Astrid's garden. The wilds reclaimed it. It was beautiful once.
Behind you! Incoming!
Incoming right side!
Another one! Left side!
On your left!
You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass!
Во исполнении гранунга очень важно своевременно уклоняться.
Creatures weren't always this
No.
restless. The ecosystem. It's out of balance. Sigil arrows won't work on this. Life returns to the garden. Good.
All is desolation, a fitting fate.
Astrid. No.
Spirit.
Freya, you return.
Astrid. What happened to you? To your garden?
The Einherjar. My life's work, rotted. My monument to your glory, reduced to this. I am sorry, my queen.
You need never apologize to me, old friend.
I swore to keep this garden in bloom until you return. To live forever amongst its putrescence. A just punishment.
I will return, Astrid. Kratos, we purge this garden of poison.
Why?
The earth is a reflection of those who tend it. So long as the land is plagued, her soul will be as well. This garden still aches. There must be more poison somewhere. We have to destroy the totems. They're poisoning Astrid's garden.
When my garden blooms, so will my soul.
This mentions a spell that puts trolls to sleep, and a magic relic that acts as a sort of counterspell.
Генерал пепельный и инистуденно. Потерпевший. Придумайте любое большое число, потом умножьте на 2. Режим отбытия наказания Соннота. Место отбытия наказания Ванахейм. Дата освобождения нет. Еще до того, как я их усыпил, эти тролли сожрали целую кучу гномов. Сомневаюсь, что удар, пробуждающий реликвию, улучшит их настроение. Только представьте, сколько времени торчали на одном месте. Бррр. Прокурор Альвис Камнеступ, Свартальфхейм.
See that explosive? Setting it off could help.
Ah, maybe you can hit it from a different angle.
We have no angle on it. We should climb. Find a better vantage point.
I await the day when my garden grows again.
An armor piece bearing Lunda's brand. Shame it's broken. Nice bit of work otherwise.
Then why leave it?
You suspicious of her, brother?
If the orb she seeks is important, she would not have left it behind.
Perhaps.
The family crest of Henir. Poor man.
Эмблема Хенира. Боюсь, история Хенира покажется вам не слишком веселой. Знаете, когда отношения асов и ванов еще не совсем испортились, и между ними практиковался своеобразный культурный обмен. Некоторые ваны приезжали в Асгард, а некоторые асы в Ванахейм. Однажды в гости к асам отправился молодой оружейник Стурла. Ас в ответ прислали Хенира, милого и доброго мальчика, но тупого, как булыжник. Через несколько дней, став постоянно присматривать за Хениром, чтобы тот случайно не поранился, ваны поняли, что один таким образом попросту решил избавиться от идиота. И это не смутило. Забота о Хенире объединила представителей разных семей, так что в конце концов им изготовили собственную семейную эмблему. Все было хорошо, пока один из опекунов Хенира, думая, что тот его не слышит, случайно не обмолвился об отвращении Одина к мальчишке. Оказалось, что все это время Хенир ждал, когда Один заберет его домой. Свою жизнь в Анахеме считал приятными каникулами в гостях у волшебных друзей Всеотца. На следующее утро мальчика нашли мертвым. Еще одна жертва жестокости Одина.
Can you see if there's a way inside while you're up there?
Good thing you learned the runes, brother.
Садовые работы. Пустых гала 4 посажена, первый урожай ягод ожидается следующей зимой. Мимоцвет красный 6 посажено, 1 вянет, надо пересадить в более освещенное место. Мимоцвет синий 6 посажено, все прижились цветут. Мимоцвет желтый 6 посажено, 3 выглядят чахлыми. Несу удобрение из толченой скорлупы с костями ящера и буду надеяться на лучшее. Папоротниковая тропинка срастает хорошо. В следующем месяце надо будет подстричь молодые побеги. Живая изгородь. Ищу нового садовника после внезапного ухода старого. Кислогруша. Пока ищу, но сомневаюсь, что корни приживутся за пределами родного мира.
Hi.
My garden is still as dead as I am, isn't it?
Sigil arrows won't work on this. It's finished. Let's return to Astrid.
The land. It's alive again. I can feel it.
Your garden grows again.
Freya, how did you...
It's okay, Astrid. It's time to move on.
Thank you, goddess. I do love you.
And I you.
You've done a great kindness.
A temporary one. The garden will die again.
All things do. That is no reason not to try.
I must say, I think we make a good team. With my brains, Kratos' brawn, and my lady's,
Wisdom, magic, ability to tolerate you for long periods of time.
I was going to say brutality.
That works. Look, the door's held shut by that counterweight. We lower it, the door will open. Break that chain, and it'll lower the counterweight. Sigil arrows won't work on this. Sigil arrows won't work on this. Those vines have grown through the window. Maybe we could get closer from the other side. They're growing from that bridge.
Ладно, я нашел откуда куда кинуть. Как поджечь лианы.
Look, over there. Great. Maybe you can break the chain from here as well, no? The gate's open. We can head back and get inside.
Another nightmare! To the left!
once revived a giant's corpse to stop a certain fight we won't talk about. Could you call on that power again?
Maybe. Do you have a massive giant's corpse for me to revive?
No?
Well, there you go. This crest belonged to Odin, a peace offering from my people, and a weight. Good work.
That one, brother.
Так, не насилие. Это закончится кровью. Вопрос только в том, какая из сторон прольет ее больше. Асы не отличаются милосердием. Спросить хотя бы великанов. Но жители нашего мира либо беспросветно тупы, либо верят в то, что пацифизм, бездействие может каким-то чудом привести победу. Этих ванов можно пинать в лицо, и они будут извиняться, что испачкали кровью сапог Инферия. Пытались убедить их, как бы сказать, помягче, трусов. Они непоколебимы, с ними мы никогда не соберем сколько-нибудь серьезной силы для сопротивления. Что еще остается? Только обратиться к магии Сейдер, чтобы она сделала работу вместо них. Да, старая магия опасна, но кто может с уверенностью сказать, что она опаснее полного бездействия? Возможно, мы изменимся, возможно, наш разум распадется на части, но если такая цена позволит нам нанести асу в ответный удар, мы с радостью ее заплатим.
Waterfalls. We're close. There should be a gate up ahead.
You found some of my armor. I'll fix it up for you real good. Would sure appreciate you finding my orb, though, since I am doing this for free and whatnot.
Expanded my wares, if you got the raw materials to make them.
And how is it you two know each other?
Now, I can't be divulging guild business. You gotta respect the secretude of it all.
I'm sorry?
Let's just say Brock and I have long enjoyed certain common interests.
That's right. Like getting us into trouble.
And getting you back out of it again.
What? Huh. That's only mostly true.
Okay, so does that answer your question?
Close enough, I suppose.
Family crests? I'll take them. Somebody ought to save these, even if the van here won't. And now for the goddess.
So, Brock, if Lunda can step between realms to travel about like you, I presume it must be the guild you know each other from.
Maybe. Or maybe I just showed her a few tricks while we were tying one on.
Or maybe I showed him. You don't know us, Clever Pants.
Damn! Am I good or what?
Very good.
You won't get so much as a paper cut in that. That'll keep your bits in all the right places.
Lunda, would you happen to know how your light and dark elf friends came to be involved?
You mean Baker and Bela? Well, they were both in prison by one side or another, or maybe both. Escaped together, been on the run, and absolutely all over each other ever since.
A dark and light elf fleeing their people together. Quite a risk.
Being in love's always a risk. That's what makes it fun.
You could say the same about hot cheese.
Lunda, what do you know of Birger the Traveler?
Not much. I ain't the talking type, really. But from what I can glean, he walked the path of the traveler for a time, then found out something that made him step off it. Hard.
Any idea what he saw?
No, I'm not sure, but I think he saw what was at the end of the path. And, didn't care much for it.
Finding out Odin was pulling their strings all along probably put a colossal kink in his codpiece.
Hey, Freya! How you doing?
I'm fine.
On that, madam, we are agreed.
What? Oh. Thank you?
Anytime.
Ha! Lunda, you ain't changed one damn bit.
Anything illuminating?
Живой шедевр. Воистину, нет лучшего материала для творчества, чем живое зеленое дерево. Каждая ветвь — это холст. Вместе с этим могучим и древним существом мы пытаемся совершить невозможное. Моя рука лишь дает направление с помощью подвязок и подпорок, а жизненная сила этого священного великана позволяет моему труду обрести форму. Пусть мое искусство всегда остается выше тех, кто хочет его увидеть. Оно не для вас.
That's it.
Find that orb yet?
Still acclimating to you two not trying to kill each other.
Bruh.
Above you, Kratos! Left side, Kratos!
Старая Виолева. Если старая Виолева начнет призывать кошмаров, немедленно прерывая ее заклинание, иначе эти твари навалятся на тебя со всех сторон.
Incoming! Above you!
Hey, hot stuff. Remember,
how do we get up there, I wonder?
We can't. Not with those vines in the way. Doesn't look like we can reach it from down here.
What utter foolishness.
What is wrong?
I died. And you will help me.
Of course, Gunhild. But to what end?
When the Einherjar came, we needed a way to fight back. I suggested Seidr magic.
I understand your desperation, but that was foolish.
Clearly. I was lucky enough to be murdered before my mind could be corrupted, as theirs did. You must free them.
Of course. Seidr magic corrupts so ruthlessly. Those poor souls must be in agony.
Then we shall give them death.
My friends' souls are still twisted, aren't they? Give them the freedom of death.
Looks like more of Lunda's old armor. Nearly have the complete set now.
Must be Seidr this way. We'll need to find another way around. Looks like that worked.
repair my old armor for you. Hey, you happen to find my missing orb yet, though?
Damn! Am I good or what?
Что нет?
Nice work.
Please. Please end their suffering.
Looks like that worked.
As long as they still haunt this realm, so will I.
So, what's it like, being back?
Like I haven't come back at all. Everything's changed. I'm a stranger here.
I know the feeling.
The runic word appeared over there. See it? Mecking. We should be able to reach the wedding site.
My friends' souls are still twisted, aren't they? Give them the freedom of death.
The closer we get, the more tightness grows in my chest.
You're sure you want to continue?
Confronting the past comes with a price.
It must be done. I've lived with this pain far too long. If you can believe it. We were happy once. For a time, foolishly believed the peace would last. Perhaps that was my mistake. All I wanted was to protect my family.
There is no shame in that.
I failed, all the same. Mimir, I never asked how it felt to lose your head.
What would you have me say? That it tickled?
Merely curious.
If you wish to derive some satisfaction from my pain, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. Kratos swung swift and true, didn't you, brother? I felt nary a scratch.
Shame.
Ладно, на этом мы пока закончим.